Welcome to the Field Guide for Following Jesus podcast. I'm your host, Charlie Miller, and each week we explore practical, actionable ideas to help you grow in your spiritual journey. In today's episode, we'll discuss how offering to pet sit or house sit for your neighbors can be a powerful way to serve others and demonstrate Christ's love in your community. Today's episode is titled Being a Good Neighbor, Pet and House Sitting, and it's based on an excerpt from my upcoming book, Why Should I Care About Helping Others? 50 Practical Ways to Serve God by Serving Others. Jesus taught us that loving our neighbor is second only to loving God. One practical way to show love to our neighbors is by offering to pet sit or house sit when they are away. This simple act of service can alleviate stress and provide peace of mind for neighbors who are traveling or dealing with unexpected circumstances. When we offer to care for our neighbors' pets or homes, we're not just doing them a favor. We're living out our faith in tangible ways. As it says in Galatians 5:13 and 14, "For you are called to freedom, brothers. Only do not use your freedom as an opportunity for the flesh, but through love serve one another. For the whole law is fulfilled in one word: you shall love your neighbor as yourself." Here are some practical ways to serve your neighbors through pet sitting or house sitting. Let your neighbors know you're available. Mention to your neighbors that you'd be happy to help if they ever need someone to watch their pets or home while they're away. Be reliable and trustworthy. When you commit to pet sitting or house sitting, follow through with excellence. Show up when you say you will and follow any instructions carefully. Go the extra mile. Consider doing small acts of kindness while house sitting, like watering plants, bringing in the mail, or even leaving a welcome home note. Pray for your neighbors. While caring for their home or pets, take time to pray for your neighbors, asking God to bless and protect them. And finally, use the opportunity to build relationships. Pet sitting or house sitting can open doors for deeper conversations and connections with your neighbors. Remember, these acts of service aren't just about the task itself. They're about showing Christ's love in practical ways. As Dietrich Bonhoeffer once said, "The church is only the church when it exists for others, not dominating, but helping and serving." By offering to pet sit or house sit, you're not only helping your neighbors, but also creating opportunities to share your faith through your actions. As you serve, keep in mind 1 Peter 4:10, which says, "Each of you should use whatever gifts you have received to serve others as faith stewards of God's grace in its various forms." We'd love to hear how you've served your neighbors through pet sitting or house sitting. Has this opened doors for deeper relationships or conversations about faith? Share your experiences with us via email at feedback@jesusfieldguide.com or through our Facebook page at www.facebook.com/JesusFieldGuide. Your stories can inspire and encourage others to serve their neighbors in similar ways. As you consider how to serve your neighbors through pet sitting or house sitting, reflect on these questions. How can you make yourself available to your neighbors for pet or house sitting? What small acts of kindness could you do while pet sitting or house sitting to show Christ's love? How might serving your neighbors in this way open doors for sharing your faith? To help you get started, I've created a downloadable guide with tips for being an excellent pet sitter or house sitter, along with ideas for using this service as a ministry opportunity. You can find it in the show notes at www.jesusfieldguide.com. Next week, we'll explore another practical way to show God's love in our daily lives. We'll discuss the power of public affirmation and how you can use social media as a tool for encouragement. You'll learn how tagging someone in a social media shout-out can be a meaningful way to uplift others and spread positivity in your online community. Don't miss this opportunity to discover how you can reflect Christ's love in the digital world and make a real difference in someone's day with just a few keystrokes. Tune in to learn how to harness the power of public affirmation and use your online presence as a force for good. Thank you for joining me in the Field Guide for Following Jesus podcast. Don't forget to download this week's guide on being a good neighbor through pet sitting and house sitting. If you have any questions or stories to share, please reach out to me at feedback@jesusfieldguide.com. Until next time, may God bless you as you seek to serve Him by serving your neighbors. Today, I'd like to close with 2 quotes from 2 authors I really enjoy reading. The first is from Pastor Rick Warren, who said, "Love God and love your neighbor. Loving God means you love what He loves, and He loves people. Loving your neighbor means treating others the way you'd want to be treated." And the second is from author Bob Goff. Bob says, "Small things done with great love will change the world." This week, may we love people in small ways, and may that change the world. God bless you.